Hi everybody, this is George Manolis from Synergy for Success. Welcome. Well, it's been a really long 2 months and feels like about 6 months with corporate Australia locking down and corporate New Zealand locking down as well. And we've seen catastrophic effects within organisations. Some companies are closing, some companies are at half pace, some are in hibernation mode, but many will still return fighting fit, leaner, meaner, and more powerful. And I want to help make sure that your company is one of those. So, what have the lessons been in the last 2 months? They've been many and varied, but the outcomes, in order for us to move forward out of this situation, are as follows. Well, many companies that we've been dealing with have been continuing the recruitment process during this lockdown period. And we've been engaging salespeople all around the country for various organisations, ranging from account managers to sales reps to key account managers to business acquisition managers to key account managers. So right across the whole spectrum, we've been recruiting. And the clever companies now are starting to rebuild their teams. They're locking in dates for when they can start new salespeople. They're locking in dates of when we can start knocking on doors externally. So what are your plans at the moment about getting your sales team re-energized? Some of our sales team members have also been redeployed to other parts of the business. We need to get the good ones back and we need to get them back on the road. So recruitment's number one. Number two, what are the strategies that you're going to engage when we come out of this lockdown? When the coronavirus is gone, will you be using the same sales processes, the same sales strategies as before? Or is it possible that what you didn't think would work before will definitely work now? And we're finding that with a lot of organisations, we're revisiting price lists, we're revisiting sales processes, we're revisiting geographic market areas, we're revisiting the types of products that we're selling to all of our customers, we're redesigning some of our products. So don't assume what worked before is going to work now. It could be possibly something totally different, and it could quite surprise you. The other thing is that the sales process has changed, and we need to be mindful of this when we're on the road ourselves, or when we're making prospecting calls, or when we're conquesting or prospecting. Just remember, your clients or prospects, sometimes they're not going to respond real quick. Sometimes they will respond fast. Sometimes they'll respond to emails. Sometimes they will respond to phone calls. So we're finding a varying mix of reactions from people with respect to prospecting calls. I've sent a couple of prospecting emails this morning with instant results. Emails come back within minutes. In other situations, we're finding that phone calls, people are not answering the call, it's going to message bank or voicemail, and it's taken quite a while for people to respond. So just start to revisit, trial, work out what's working for you in your business and your market sector, and be aware that things will be different now. You're going to have to work a lot harder to get that sale. The other thing is, our sales teams have really need to be sharp in this current time. You'll find that your prospects are not going to tolerate salespeople that don't know the product, don't know what business that they are in, salespeople that aren't aware of pricing structures, but more importantly, salespeople that aren't passionate about the product and aren't able to handle objections. So right now is a really good time for you to start retraining, reprogramming, practicing how to handle objections, how to respond to them, and also how to pitch your product. Yeah, and I'm a real stickler. I'm passionate about the fact that the reason we lose sales is because the opposition pitched better than us. So how about now we start practicing, number one, how to pitch, and number two, how to handle objections. So we've got to go back to basics. We've got to rebuild our sales teams. We've got to get really sharp in our sales process. Yeah. So that's where we're at the moment. The other thing is that make sure that we commence prospecting now. Yeah, don't wait for all the ticks from the government to say, yep, we're right to go. Let's start touching the marketplace immediately. Crucial that we start this sales process. In fact, with all the clients that I've been working with around Australia in the last 2 months, we've continued to prospect to people in the essential service area, and that's kept going. And also, you may recall, if you've been part of some of the recent blogs, we have been advocating keeping in touch with your existing clients on a regular basis during this COVID-19. We hope that you've been doing this as well, because people will honour you because you've taken an interest in their business during this epidemic, the COVID-19. The other issue that we need to take into account is make sure that all stakeholders within your business agree on when our sales teams will be able to hit the road. It's going to vary state by state. So find out what that date's going to be. Make sure your team's ready to go. And then let's get out there with passion and enthusiasm and attitude. But just remember, there will be some organisations that won't allow people into their offices, into their businesses, into their factories. So you need to be aware of that. So guess what? Exciting times ahead. I can feel the energy happening in the corporate world. I can feel the gates opening. I can see that clever organisations that are nurturing their sales teams and will rebuild them and are getting them ready at the starting line are going to succeed incredibly in the next few months. Just think of what our sales could be ramped up to by October, November and December. So George Manolis, Synergy for Success. Thank you for listening. If you like this message, please subscribe to the Manolis TV YouTube channel, and also like this page. And don't forget, we are available for any sales training, recruitment, and if you're looking for any telemarketing through our own call center, then please contact us on the 1300 number listed on the screen below, on the 1300 number below, and we look forward to hearing from you and also offering you another blog in the next fortnight. George Manolis signing off.